Hey everybody, this is Sophisticated Spy, and I'm here to do another reading. Um, Today it's been okay. Past couple of days, I just been having altercations with my son, but cause he wants to run everything, he thinks he's my father, but he's my son. I be able to tell him, "You're the child, I'm the parent," because he wants to run over everything in my house. He can't. He's just a child. So we're going to pull on this negative energy that's in my home, this embracing my son to be negative towards me. And so, like I said, I've already been diagnosed with schizophrenia. If you know anything about schizophrenia, we see ghosts. So it's basically another way of saying somebody is a psychic without saying somebody is a psychic, if you know what I mean. Because we can see the spirits in the spiritual realm. So, um, yeah, we know when spiritual warfare is going on, manipulation, gaslighting, um, alienation. We can tell when all those things are going on, and when we are, they call us crazy. But the fact remains is this is what they're doing: manipulating the children, manipulating the judge's mind, these CPS workers, Division of Family Service workers, these case workers. Um, like I said, they're doing too much parental alienation all over the nation, and this is ridiculous. People are losing their kids for nothing, for no reason at all, just because certain people believe in God. So you're gonna take their kids? That's crazy. Even though it says in the Constitution you have no right to violate my First Amendment rights, second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, or 15th Amendment right. 16, you don't have no right to violate my rights, my civil rights, my parental rights, and none of that. And it does something to the children because they automatically believe that something is wrong with their parent. But it's just the fact that these division of family services workers and CPS workers and DFS workers and DCS workers, they're all playing some type of weird finances, and they're gonna go to hell for that. Yeah, that's just a fact. Spirit's telling me they're gonna go to hell for that. Yep. Somebody look at them doing stuff to the angels. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I would not lie to y'all. Yep. Somebody trying to cause imbalance in angels' lives, excess, extremes, overindulgence, trying to say people have alcoholism and addictions, telling people they need self healing and realignment. Who do these people think they are? But it's okay, because we have self-care, even though they're giving us unpaid debt, social workers, lawyers, judges, you know what I'm saying? They got us paying child support, paying for lawyers, and we're the ones supposed to be getting our kids back. You know, it's one-sided charity because they're stealing, they're manipulating. It has something to do with money. Most definitely, it has something to do with money. Strings are attached. Yep, power and domination. They want to dominate and have power over people, giving people burdens. This is coming out in the cards. Giving people burdens and extra responsibility, trying to make people work hard, telling them that if they complete these tasks, everything will go in their favor, even though the social workers are lying in the courtrooms. committing perjury, manipulating the cases in their favor, gaslighting, gaslighting the clients, and then the lawyers will be sitting there. Your own lawyer will be sitting there and not saying nothing. I don't need you to be my lawyer if you're not gonna say nothing. You just sitting here. Period. Because the situation happened and the lovers were in reverse. It definitely happened in my life. I was with and shoot, we were lovers in reverse. We were beefing literally over things that he created: the cheating, the lying, the manipulation, the running game, the scandals, the sleeping with the neighbors, the asking bitches for pictures, all that sneaky shit. That's why the lovers was in reverse. Because I caught on to it. Hmm. Yeah, caused disharmony, misalignment. Shoot, end up working alone, lack of teamwork. That's exactly what happened. We split up. Shoot, everything was disorganized. So, he formed a group on the outside of me with some other people and was gang stalking his own baby mama, y'all. Like, and trying to play me like I was crazy, man. But you claim you love me and you care about me. You don't care about me. Look at him. He was over there doing magic. Social workers doing magic on cases. Caseworkers doing magic. Everybody out there doing magic, doing spells. I mean, literally, look at him out there juggling spells. Okay, doing it behind closed doors. That's why it's underneath. This is that underworld stuff, playing with magic. Somebody was overcommitted in magic. Somebody was disorganized. They was reprioritized. They had a lack of balance. They was overwhelmed playing with magic. And the Wheel of Fortune, it caused bad luck in somebody's favor. They had no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles, negative phase. Definitely. The Wheel of Fortune did not go in my favor. I mean, I went through a situation, you know what I'm saying, where I lost my kids because the Wheel of Fortune, because they was over there playing with magic, doing spell work and shit. hmm Trying to cause a death. Trying to cause death to me. I didn't even do nothing to these people. They're crazy. They're psychotic. They have mental issues, and they try to tell other people that ain't bothering nobody that they have mental issues. Come on, yeah. Oh, they over here literally trying to cause a death. Because somebody had an emotional loss. They felt blocked. You know what I'm saying? Activity. Shoot, they had emptiness, no self love. Shoot, the intuition was on point. They had repressed emotions. Somebody had the Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody tried to put divine feminine in the Ace of Cups in reverse. Then try to come back to somebody and have unified love. Come on, bro. Who does that? Try to have partnership and mutual attraction, propose marriage, and connection. I don't want that shit. Nobody wants no liar, cheater, scammer, manipulator, what else? Baby maker. Who wants to be in a relationship with somebody who has all these secrets and a secret life behind your back and then come to your face and tell you, oh, I just been working. I haven't been doing anything. I just been working my ass off. Boo. The streets say different. Anyway, yep. But it's okay. Cause us divine beings, we got new ideas, you know what I'm saying? Mud peoples is curious about us, you know what I'm saying? But we thirsty for knowledge. Shoot, we found new ways of communicating. We ain't restless. Shoot. And we got good mental energy. Shoot. We had to be courageous, persistent. You know what I'm saying? They was testing our faith, resilient, boundaries. You know what I'm saying? We was the last man standing, gearing up for the worst pessimism. We was weary. You know what I'm saying? They was coming at us with all that drama, trying to get somebody to transition and change. Listen here. You don't know what people go through. People change when they get ready to change. You don't know what the situation is. And you can't force nobody to change. You can't force nobody to go to rehab. You can't force nobody to do any type of these rehabilitation services that they don't even need, just for the simple fact because you want to steal some money and you want to make a profit off of adopting kids out in the system. So you trying to make the parent change and go through a transition, trying to and make them leave behind they damn kids, releasing baggage, telling them to move on after you done stole their kids. What is wrong with y'all? So you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be in on that lawsuit against the social workers and the police officer. I don't care how long it was. The statute of limitations should never should the statute of limitations, there should be no statute of limitations when people are manipulating the system in their favor. On no crime. So all the assault, all the battery, all the parental alienation, all the slander, all the defamation of character that these social workers and caseworkers is doing to people all over the nation for no reason whatsoever, and didn't think we would social media and find out that we're not the only victim, that you're going all over the globe and doing this to other people. Baby, that is a class action lawsuit. United Swords. Somebody's in the United Swords energy, yep. These lawyers ain't playing, honey. They ambitious. They taking action, baby. Cause it's not a game out here. It's not a game. Mm, mm. Yep, somebody had some secrets. They was lying, playing with magic, doing spell work, doing all type of mental magic, word witching, anything, the manipulation, the spell work, the gaslighting. They was doing all that stuff under the moonlight. Sitting there planning with each other, talking on the phone, how they was gonna plan and plot to take somebody else's kid. Yeah, yeah, but us, us divine beings are releasing fear, most definitely. Shoot, because we have repressed emotions. You trying to have us all in our emotions, playing mind games with us about our kids. Yep, trying to keep inner confusion. Mm-hmm. Misinterpreting things because y'all of the dark side. Y'all on the dark side. Yep. Trying to place insecurities on people in their life. Here go the supposed to be honorable judge. Mm-mm. Shoot. Respectable leadership, stability, structure. He's supposed to be holding the rules and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, practicality. Here go that crooked ass damn judge. Shoot. Here definitely the crooked judge because or they could have the judge could have been Let me explain this. The judge could have been basically um oblivious to what was going on, to the manipulation that the caseworkers was coming into the courtroom with. So, he could have been on neutral grounds, and they basically manipulated the situation in their favor to make it look like something is wrong with these parents. So these judges are being manipulated with spell work. Yep. Breaking up happy homes, because hopefully people get back to their happy homes the way they was. Because here we go, this judge was in the way of these people's happy homes, because the way these social workers was presenting these cases to these judges was making these other parents look like something was wrong with them, but there was nothing wrong with them. These people had a happy life, and they trying to get back to their happy life. So I'm definitely taking action when it comes to the lawsuit, most definitely, because I want my happy family back. So most definitely, we got somebody coming in on a chariot, probably more than likely a lawyer. This looks like the lawyer coming in on a chariot to bring this happy family. They gonna have to go through this judge though, but it's okay. And I'm telling you, because this stuff is coming out in the cars, baby. I don't have no reason to lie. They was hating on the Queen of Pentacles, most definitely. They was trying to take this woman's money. Come on, man. Who does that to people? This woman had, you know what I'm saying? I was a Queen of Pentacles. I already know I had money coming in. I had a job. I had a house. I had a car. Me and my kids were doing good. They might have got disciplined for being bad, but other than that, everything was going good. They was hating on the Queen of Pentacles, most definitely. The cards don't lie. The cards do not lie. And that part was left in the dig. The cards do not lie. So let's see around what time they gonna be doing this all around the world, helping people. Shout out to them lawyers that's starting that class action lawsuit, because I'm definitely involved. Most definitely. Let's see around what time. Oop. Something big could be happening for a 48-year-old by the next full moon when it comes to one of these cases with DCFS or Division of Family Services or CPS or whatever it's called for your state. For my state is Division of Family Services. They do divide families up. That's most definitely. But for other states, I don't know. It could be DCS, CFS, DSS. There's different initials because they're all named different in different states, but it's basically all the same thing. The welfare office, the social workers. Yes, so something should be happening by the next full moon for a 48-year-old. Something could be happening on April 18th, or to an 18-year-old. This could be happening. Somebody could be trying to take these people's kids, a 48-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they could be trying to get their kids back. Yeah, if something happened to a 29-year-old, they could have passed away. They was supposed to be getting their kids 12 months from now. So yeah, somebody's been out here doing sacrifices on these people, like basically going behind after they take their kids and trying to sacrifice these people, and they ain't did nothing to nobody. They just don't want to be found out for they crooked ass ways. You feel me? Something could be happening to a 54-year-old. It's happening now. So the spirit is saying something's happening now to a 54-year-old. Something happened 7 years ago, and somebody says it's time to move forward. What spirit says it's time to move forward, most definitely. Something happened. Something could have been happened. Something could have happened to a 42-year-old, and it was the wrong time for them. Most definitely. So yeah, these court cases are going on all over the globe. You know what I'm saying? Just social workers just coming in, taking people's kids for no apparent reason, just walking up with police officers with court claims to take people's kids or whatever. Like what in your mind makes you think it is okay to go file complaints or believe a complaint that somebody filed without doing your research before you start pressing charges on people. Now, for me, I did discipline my son, and I let the police know that I disciplined my son because he was out of control. But they took it to the whole nother level when it came to gang stalking and following me and my kids around, and then trying to come with a charge after that, and then trying to lock me into a mental institution and tell me I was crazy because I was calling them demons because they were behaving in the demonic are on demon time because one of those police officers he is mutated. He has been doing black magic and he has a tail. No human being should have a tail. So this person has been doing black magic, and I know for sure he has a tail because he uh he jumped on top of me and he pulled it out and it went inside my anus and it pulled out a piece of meat that fell on the floor. They took me to research hospital. They was trying to lock me in the hospital and telling me I couldn't leave the hospital, and I was banging on the door telling them to let me out of there. Man, I'm telling you, they got some weird shit going on up here in Missouri, and I don't play that weird shit. I don't play that weird shit at all. Not at all. I don't give a fuck who dating who. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You don't want to be with me? Move the fuck on. One thing about me, I will move on real quick and will find me a replacement real fucking quick. But what you ain't gonna do is you ain't gonna target me on no bullshit because you gotta pay your child support for a kid that you created. I don't want to hear that shit. That's a fake ass nigga to me. I don't respect no nigga that don't pay their child support. I don't respect no nigga that complain about paying child support. I don't respect none of that shit. Because you laid there and made that baby, you take care of it. I don't want to hear. I don't give a fuck about how much anything costs because you made the baby, you take care of it. Niggas love running around here talking about, yeah, I'm gonna get you pregnant. Yeah, I'm gonna bust a nut up in you. Okay, well, you're gonna take care of that kid if you have a kid by me. You ain't about to sit there and lace me with a whole bunch of responsibilities and run off with the next bitch and try to play family man over there while you leaving me with a baby. Or try to take my baby after I have the baby and take it over there with another bitch. We not doing that. But you laid up with me on a regular basis, but you think you about to take my baby to another bitch house? You're delusional. Something's wrong with you mentally. Now let's get these love messages because people been trying to play with me, and I ain't playing no games with none of them. From the scammers to the liars to the con artists to the cheaters to the manipulators, get the fuck on. Cause somebody trying to keep somebody trapped in a cycle, they can get the fuck on. Most definitely trying to keep somebody stuck, tied down, captive. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. Cause somebody wanted to be intimate on the low key. So you did all of this because you wanted some pussy? Get the fuck out of here. Somebody tried to bond, be sensual and confiding. Okay, well, number one thing about relationships, you can't take advantage of people and then try to manipulate them and then try to be with them and then tell them they're crazy because they keep mentioning all the cheating things that you do. I guess we're bonding now, right? Is that what you call bonding? Don't nobody want that shit. Yep, somebody met somebody in the past life. I don't care if I met you in 1910, my nigga. Don't come to me with no motherfucking bullshit. Most definitely. Don't come to me with no bullshit. I know that one thing about me is shoot, I lived a whole bunch of lives. When I be sleep, I be in a whole different world, okay? I be minding my business in a whole different world. But shoot, somebody feels that like they have a deja vu about somebody and repeated patterns because they had karmic lessons. Come on, bro. You got karmic lessons because you was over there fucking with them karmics. Interrupting my peace. Can I get some peace? Okay, that's what I'm about. I'm about peace. You know what I'm saying? Balance, harmony, friendship. I ain't got time for that fake shit. Yeah, but somebody was shallow, hollow, empty. They was bored, playing motherfucking mind games, trying to play mind games with somebody because they was bored. Somebody didn't want no commitment on a low key. Okay, if you don't want no commitment, you don't want no marriage, or somebody want to be committed to somebody on the low and make promises and be infidelity in marriage. If I can't be on my relationship, if I can't be in a relationship high key with somebody and everybody know it, then I don't want to be with you. I ain't got time for that. You ain't about to hire me, my nigga. Boy, these cars taking me right down the spiritual lane. Yes, they is taking me right down the spiritual lane. Somebody was trying to mess up my foundation. You know what I'm saying? We're that social workers, caseworkers, most definitely trying to mess up my foundation, trying to crumble my shit. Mm-hmm. Crossing boundaries, doing too much. Shit, didn't know when to draw the line. Didn't know when to fucking stop. Causing conflict, clashing differences, incompatibility. Yep. I don't need nobody in my life causing drama, telling me that I'm crazy because you guys are playing with magic and spell work. I don't want to hear that shit. Because you guys are running around here sacrificing people and trying to call them crazy for calling you out on trying to sacrifice them. Because you don't want to be found out. Because, yes, I did. I'll go to the FBI again and let them know the manipulative shit that you're doing out here. Most definitely. You're breaking the fucking law as a social worker. Committing perjury on the stand. That's breaking the law. Cause somebody had an obsession with somebody's man or baby daddy. I don't. Motherfuckers be doing too much when they needed to release and let it go. Cause I ain't had nothing to do with them. Now somebody got clarity and truth about somebody's intentions and the honesty. Yeah, I definitely got clarity on the bullshit they be on. Most definitely. Mm. But yeah, I hope the court case works out in everybody's favor. You know, like I said, get in on the lawsuit. There's a group on Facebook that's suing the Division of Family Services, social workers, CPS, DFS, DVS, uh, and get in on the lawsuit if you have been a victim of parental alienation, defamation of character. Um, let's see, just plain out disrespect, disregard um, to people have been in social workers that are bullies, that try to target parents, that discipline their kids, that tell them, oh, because you disciplined them one time, you don't deserve to have your kids. That's illegal. So I'm definitely taking legal action. And I hope that everybody out there, if you have any issues, you take legal action as well. Like I said, there's a group on Facebook. Um, A CPS, a CPS, give me my children back. Okay, let me look it up because I don't want to be wrong. I want to give everybody the correct group. Um, It's called Soup CPS by Deadline 24-hour support. So, yes, if you having a problem with Division of Family Services CPS, it is a group on Facebook. You can add yourself to it and you can get in on the lawsuit. If you have been victimized by Division of Family Services, the police officers, the judges, the lawyers, the Lydian and Guardian, all the people that claim to want to reunify you with your children and then commit perjury or falsify documents or any type of fraud or anything that they're doing, lying on documents. Yeah, get in on the lawsuit, everybody. Thank you and have a great day.